Hello everyone, I am Seema Vishwakarma. Today we are going to talk about installation testing. Installation of any software is done from CD, pen drive, from the network, or it can also be done from remote computer. The main purpose of installation testing is to check whether the procedures and the guidelines given in the installation manual or in the installation guide are leading you to the correct results or not. Installations could be done from CD, pen drive, network. That means there are different ways of performing installation of one thing. So all these attempts and all these ways are leading you to the correct results or not is something which you need to test in installation testing. Installation needs some prerequisites. These prerequisites are essential for proper installation of the software or proper running of it. So the installation testing should be able to make sure that these things are present in the system. Sometimes there are some things which is not needed while installing or something which leads to the conflict of the installation. So those things should not be present in the system. So these checking of presence and absence of prerequisite should be done during the testing procedure. Installation should also ensure that pre-existing file or pre-existing data should not be overwritten or should not be deleted or removed from the hard disk. Let us understand what does an installation testing aims at. The first thing is that the installation procedures and the steps written in the document or in the manual should help the user in installing the system. The user should be able to read the instructions, follow it, and should be able to install the system successfully. Second point is training needed for the installation. If there is any kind of training which is needed by the user, so that training should be provided, and once the training is given, the user should be able to perform installation successfully. Installations are of three types: auto run, semi-automatic, and manual. In case of auto run, the user should be able to install the software automatically without any intervention from the user. No manual intervention is allowed in case of auto run. In case of semi-automatic, the installation should halt and wait for the input from the user and perform the action based on the input given by the user. In case of manual, user should be provided with proper help in installing the software. If installation involves migrating from one system to another or upgrading from old system to new system, the process of upgradation must be documented accordingly. Installation must be able to detect existing system and must help user for upgrading it accordingly. Since we have installed the system, there are times when the user do not want that software or the user want to uninstall it. So in that case, the uninstallation testing is also plays an important role and it is supposed to be tested. Uninstallation testing ensures that the product which is uninstalled should be able to clean itself smoothly and remove all the files and all the components from the computer on its own. There should be no thread left in the system once the uninstallation is done. So uninstallation testing is performed with the same aim to check that there are no thread, no file are left out once a software is uninstalled. Uninstallation testing is done with this following way. In the first step, the image of the hard disk is taken. This image is taken before installation process begins. In the second step, the installation of the software is done and the image of the hard disk is taken again. In the third step, the software is uninstalled and the image of the hard disk is taken, which is compared with the first image. these two images should match. This will help us to ensure that whatever data which was installed in the second image got erased completely, making the system like the earlier one. The next type of testing under installation testing is upgradation testing. During upgradation, the installer must be able to identify that there is an older version of same application available on the disk. Then only the upgradation is possible. No upgradation is possible when there is no application existing on the disk. If existing application is more updated than the upgradation available, then no upgradation is possible in that case. Users must also be helped with the procedures and the steps they need to follow for upgrading the system. Thank you.